The camps have opened. Guys are showing up. And the free agency period is going to get hot and heavy all weekend long. Bunch of NFL stuff as well. In addition to that, plus a real major problem happening right now as we speak. Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, bud?
Simply spectacular.
Simply spectacular. So the Nets beat the Sixers last night.
No. We took their soul and we humbled them.
Fine.
But go ahead.
The Nets beat the Sixers last night. No one cares big picture.
Took their
Return
soul.
of Ben Simmons.
Humbled.
Everyone that wasted all their money on this great game in Philly got basically taken to the cleaners. And as a result, Evan's buying all of his wings today. That, of course, in addition to the fact that Major League Baseball settled the lockout. So Evan's in like the greatest mood he's been in the year we've done this show. So he charges me with the responsibility. You get the wings. That's your expertise, okay?
Yes, fair enough.
Fine. He even had a little thing going that for every James Harden turnover, we got a bonus 3 wings.
Yeah.
He had 4 turnovers last night. That's an extra order of wings we were getting today. I have tried to order wings for the last 3 hours. 3 hours. Between all the different Grubhub companies there are, I've tried to order wings for 3 hours. The order goes in. And then about 45 minutes later, I get a call. I think it's the delivery. Oh, it's not the delivery. I'm sorry, Mr. Carton. That place is closed. We have now tried 4 different times to order wings. All 4 times we have been denied. Now, we're the first show that told you about 9 months ago that there's a wing shortage in America because the poultry companies can't find enough workers to slaughter the chickens. It's why if you see the commercials for Wingstop, they're now promoting thighs. You can't get wings, okay? I have now called 3 extra places where I'm friendly with the owner. Hey, bud, you have any wings? No wings. So we are at a crossroads right now. We have no wings. Evan is buying us wings. Very
of course.
Generous of you.
You're damn right.
And you cannot eat wings in New York City. I appreciate Talercio's in Middletown offering to bring us wings. No, thank you. I appreciate the folks at Kettle Black, who I know well and I adore, in Brooklyn and Staten Island, offering us wings. No, thank you. We work in Manhattan. We are sports fans. We are men. We like to eat wings, especially during March Madness, which has begun. Mm-hmm. And we're sitting here. I was watching I don't even know what game I was watching, to be honest. I forgot already. Who was I watching earlier
That's
today?
how into it
You
you
were
were?
watching Auburn.
I was?
You was.
Yeah, they're losing.
Yes.
I was watching Auburn go down double digits early. They're the 1 seed,
I
by
thought
the
you
way.
were watching the Indiana-Illinois game.
That game ended, yeah. I want to sit and eat wings while I'm watching college basketball. I can't gamble on games anymore. The least I could do is be normal and eat wings. I can't get wings. So then the Orthodox Jewish guy in Lakewood, Mike's Chicken, which I have eaten and I love, and they're fantastic. They call us up and they go, we're going to send you a bunch of Mike's wings chicken today. Now, they do chicken tenders. They don't do wings. Okay, fine. I'm your Huckleberry. I'll take a chicken tender. Then they call back a half hour later and go, it's the Sabbath. See you on Tuesday. So, listen, these are real world problems right here, everyone.
Sure.
And someone tweeted me and goes, oh, that's a white man's problem. No, this is an everyman problem. Everybody loves wings. You cannot get wings in Tribeca, which is where we work from.
Listen, man.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm beside myself.
I tried to do everything I could, okay? The
You did?
labor dispute is over. The Nets destroyed the Sixers and humbled the quitter. And I'm offering you I'm giving you my credit card and saying, go to town. Annihilate the wings of New York City.
I'm trying.
And as we sit here right now at 2:06 p.m., I got nothing in front of me.
Dude, I tried Dragon Wings. I tried Freebird Wings. I tried Wings SZN on Van Dam Street. I tried Vilper's Atomic Wings. I've tried to order wings from places that don't even have any ratings.
And here's what's concerning. For
Yeah.
us, today was a special day.
Yes.
For most people, next Thursday and Friday are going to be special days because that's when the real March Madness begins. fans.
Yes.
This is a little March Madness, but the real March Madness is tournament day. So we're just letting you know.
You can't eat wings?
You're not going to be able to eat wings 6 days from now when you want to scarf them down on day one of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, you're wingless. That's where you are right now as an American.
That's where we
are.
are.
You're wingless. If you live in New York City, you're wingless. And I want it. So then Evan's credit card company calls them up. And they go, we suspect fraud on your credit card.
Yes.
You've tried 9 times to order through Grubhub. What's going on?
Yes.
And Evan goes, I'm trying to get wings.
I said, calm
So
down.
all I'm doing is trying to order wings. That's all I want.
We got a wing issue in the city. I apologize that 13 times in a row, an order had been canceled, and then money was given back, and then money was spent, and money was given back. And all I know is it's a little after 2 o'clock, and I'm still hungry.
Right.
So.
By the way, and Sonny's with me today. He's on spring break. Like, we drove in, we're like, should we stop? And no, we have wings coming. So I've not eaten a thing yet today. I'm starving. Now I'm ticked off that you can't order wings from anywhere. We do have Empanada City coming by as a backstop, so we're good in that regard. But you can't get wings. And by the way, the tournament, it's March Madness.
I know.
What do we do as men and women? We order wings. We go to our favorite sports bar. We get an order of wings and a beer. No, not anymore. Not in this town.
That's why 6 days from now when the tournament starts, what makes us think that we're all going to be able to have wings?
Listen, I have Evan's credit card. If you're a wing place near Tribeca, we will gladly give you Evan's credit card number. All we want is 50 wings.
Well, I'm begging you to take my money.
Right.
I'm happy. Rarely do I feel that way in sports, but I'm giddy. I'm enthusiastic. I got a smile on my face that can't be wiped off until you tell me Jacob deGrom needs an MRI. So take my money and let's eat.
Yes. Meanwhile, baseball-wise, I know everyone saw the video of Scherzer showing up. It's great. You know, it's funny how quickly, though. It's interesting how quickly everyone that was, in like negative attack mode during the lockout, regardless of what side you picked or didn't pick, just as a fan, what the F's going on. We want our baseball. We want opening day when it's supposed to be. We want 162. I will say it's been a real interesting exercise in American fandom from this standpoint. You and I have said on the show for a million times, we are sheep. We acknowledge that we're sheep. And when you make that product available to us, we are going to eat it up. That's what we do. We are diehard fans. You more than me in some sports, but we are fans, right?
All sports.
What happened?
Nothing.
In all sports? Whatever. Fine.
I mean,
fine.
okay, go ahead.
Whatever. It's all good. It's all good.
Some sports.
And it's amazing that with all the, I'll never watch it again. I hate Manfred. I hate Scherzer. F them. They're not getting my money. Boy, I'll tell you, when 4:30 or thereabouts hit yesterday and the thing got settled and it was all done, I have not seen a single negative word from anybody.
Well, here's why.
It is nothing but,
I think there's a simple way to explain this. If you didn't care about the lockout, if you weren't bothered by the lockout, then you're probably not a passionate diehard fan. And if you're a passionate diehard fan, what you care most about is the sport. So as soon as they tell you the sport is coming, your diehardness goes right into the mode of, what are the Mets going to do? What are the Yankees going to do? Like, if you were pissed about the lockout the way I was, the way Big Mac was, the reason you were pissed is because you cared. If you were one who said, whatever, I don't care if baseball comes back, then you probably weren't that big of a fan anyway. So I think it makes perfect sense when you think about it, why guys like me, why guys like Big Mac quickly said, great, I'm happy, I'm not bitching anymore. The reason we were bitching, Craig, is because we love the sport so much.
No, I get it.
Does that make sense?
But here's the deal. There's, from the player side and the owner side, they know now. If they didn't know it now, and they probably did, they now know it beyond any reasonable doubt, and that is, whenever you bring it back, they're going to be there.
Hold on, though.
The fans will be there.
Time out, though, Craig.
Because you guys have proven that.
No,
like I got,
okay, here's
by
where
the way,
you're not
emails
fully right.
I got today from people saying, I don't know how to buy opening day tickets because it's a little confusing online.
Right.
Because opening days change, or what ticket am I buying a ticket for?
Yeah.
Like, people are dying to go.
But you're missing a couple of levels to this. They ended up not missing regular season games. They're playing 162. So ultimately, we never lost anything. And I think if they did lose something and we did have a 90-game season or a 120-game season, they would have lost people, just like they did after 94, 95.
I guess that's a good point.
But
They might have,
ultimately,
but probably not.
You remember the lockout of 2011 in the NFL?
No one remembers it.
Why is that?
Because we've had a decade of football since.
Because they played a full season.
And they played a Super Bowl.
Because that season, even though the offseason was affected and the early part of training camp was affected, ultimately, we got every game.
Right.
And so no one remembers it. And I'll tell you this, 10 years from now, this will be forgotten.
I agree.
Does anyone remember the 1990 lockout? No, because even though they delayed the start of the year and they added a couple of days at the end of the year, they played 162
Plus,
games.
to be fair, you were 5.
No, that's a part
Like,
of it.
I mean, what are you talking like?
Small part of it.
You were barely out of diapers at that point. You were still picking your nose and eating it. Now, you were a Met fan.
Yes.
You knew who Tom Seaver was,
Right.
but you were literally 5 years old. And by the way, I'm so excited that baseball's back. I'm even wearing today my Marcus Stroman sweatshirt, No Vibe Vampires, which Evan bought for me when I acknowledged, you had to buy it for me because I said that I would get Marcus Stroman to retweet my tweet, which he did. And the sweatshirt is here, and I will say this. It's mad comfortable.
It looks comfortable.
Yeah, like I'm pretty happy with this purchase right here. I may have to go buy some more Stroman
You know what
stuff.
it reminds me of, though?
What's that?
Kiss.
Because of the lips?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like when I look at it quick, it makes
Fair
me
enough.
feel like you're wearing a Kiss shirt.
Fair enough.
I
fair
see
enough.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
A little bit of that.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
I can see that.
That's a good point.
And speaking of seeing things, I am happy to say that the video, the organic and real emotional reaction video of Big Mac and Evan celebrating off air moments after we found out that the lockout had ended has, I guess we call it, gone viral because I just happened to have my phone on me, thank God for that, and videotaped what I thought was going to be this amazing moment between you two because you're the two biggest baseball fans here for sure. And your embrace, your failed high five, the whole thing has now gotten 170,000 views. It is now like the single most watched WFAN video in a long time. I couldn't even tell you what second.
I couldn't believe the morning guys accused us of, quote, staging the video.
But did they?
Yeah.
No, it's called being a fan.
Yeah. They don't
Yeah.
know anything about that. We're
Yeah.
actually diehard
You say the morning
fans.
guys. The morning guys weren't even on today. Who was it?
Gio, Al, Sal.
Then they all think that wasn't organic.
I don't actually remember. Somebody said that, though.
Was that in between talking about their neighbors for 3 hours? As if people give a rat's ass who lives next door to Gio or Salicata? Or was that during a different part of the show?
I don't know.
Because every time I tuned in today, they were complaining about their neighbors as if they're God's gift to mankind and no one's allowed to park a car within 50 feet of their residence. Oops, sorry. It wasn't staged. It was organic. It's called real life fandom. Met fan, Yankee fan, together like the Hatfields and McCoys celebrating life.
And you know what? Me and Big Mac are already planning opening day at Yankee Stadium.
Well, not only that, just to give people a little glimpse of what goes on here.
Right.
Not only are you guys planning April 7th, Yankees Red Sox opening day. We'll be on after the game, I guess. Evan is already planning opening day New York Mets, which
That's
will be
right.
April 15th.
That's right.
Jackie Robinson Day.
That's right.
Who do they play that day, by the way?
They would be playing the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Evan today said, hey, by the way, Craig, I'm off on April 15th.
That's right.
And I go, excuse me?
That's right.
He goes, I'm not coming to work on April 15th. And, of course, it didn't, dawn on me why.
I thought it was tax day. I was taking
I'm like, okay, your dad's a CPA. You want to help him out? I get it. It's fine. And he said, yeah, I'm going to opening day. So April 15th, no Evan. There you go.
I thought about it. I thought about it.
Selfish.
No, it is selfish, and I admit it. My entire
Which is why
life,
the owners of players know they have you.
They have me.
It doesn't matter what they do.
my entire life since the Yankees came on this radio station, which means sometimes we're on the air during opening day, I have given up Mets opening day, or I've had to watch it on TV. And I realized at 38 years old, I don't know how many more years I have left. I don't know how many more years I'm going to be walking this earth.
You're funny.
I will no longer give up Mets opening day. And when I see people taking off for God knows what reason, this is a real reason.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is a real reason.
Okay.
Mets home opener, the unveiling of the Seaver statue.
Are they doing that at the home opener?
They're doing it at the home opener.
Nice.
So, Craig,
Yeah.
I hope you're okay with it. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if
I
you're
know
okay
it doesn't
with
matter. You're taking the day off.
But I
Enjoy
am
it.
taking the day off.
I think you should. You're a diehard Met fan.
Thank
You've
you,
never missed an
Craig.
opening day, or maybe one. But all good. All good. Real quick, I just want to get Brendan and Mineola here. Brendan, what's on your mind, buddy?
Craig, what's going on?
What's up with you, kid?
Yeah. I told him I got you guys on the wings. I hear now you got no wings. It's
I got
breaking
no
my heart.
wings. I'm wingless.
We're
But
in the-
here's the
we have
problem.
two-
You're in Mineola. They're going to be cold when they get here.
No, well, I'm in Belmore and Huntington, my two stores.
Oh.
I'll make sure they're still hot. I'll get you as many wings as you want on us. We have the best wings around.
All right,
Healthy Lane
well,
wing.
I appreciate it. Talk to Tommy off air. We can make that happen. But I don't want you to go out of your way. Like, it's a Friday, traffic. I don't want you. I really appreciate
let's
the
make
offer.
arrangements next week. Next week we'll make arrangements.
All right.
It's no problem for me.
All right, well, hold on one second. I don't want to put anybody out. I'm just complaining because this is a real world problem right now. And if I'm experiencing it, then everyone is. But, Tom, if you want to talk to Brendan, see, my real thing about Mineola, as I've told you many times, is the greatest chicken I've ever eaten in my life. It's not a chicken wing. It's a Brazilian steakhouse called Churrascaria Barata, which is on Jericho Turnpike in Mineola. It is not even debatable. It's the single best piece of chicken you have ever eaten in your life. In your life. But that's not a chicken wing. So when I hear Mineola and chicken, I immediately go to Barata. That's just my go-to.
So you don't think there could be a chicken wing place in
I don't-
Mineola? It's not
Well,
possible.
No, I'm sure this guy's got a couple great chicken joints, and we'll try them next week. I'm happy to. But I don't want to put anybody out. I want to be clear about this. We're trying to buy the chicken wings.
Yes, genuinely.
Yeah, we're offering you Evan's money
I am a
in
man-
return for chicken.
I'm a man of my word. When I am this happy, and I am happy, I want to spread the love.
Yeah.
I want to spread the joy.
I want to be clear. I don't want anything on the arm, and I appreciate people now calling in to offer it. All good. We are buying the chicken wings.
Take my money, please.
Yeah. So as long as that's part of the deal, we'll work something out.
Take my money the way the Nets took the Sixers' souls last night. Take my money. Let's eat wings.
Yeah, once again, Harden proving he's not a big game performer. 3 for 17, I think it was last night.
Oh, he was awful.
Yeah, that's so Sixer fans got a glimpse of the playoffs last night.
Oh, you guys upset?
Yeah, well, relax over there, Tiger.
You guys
you're in the playing
angry?
tournament. Relax over
I
there.
am well aware of where I am. This is strictly an attack on them right
Fair
now.
enough. I appreciate that.
That's it.
But let's relax. Let's just
Look.
good win, solid win. You took their soul last night, whatever you want to say. But let's just remember where we're at.
No, I got a lot of things to worry about, including Kyrie Irving being eligible for home games at some point.
There you go. You better hope you don't play Toronto in the first round.
I'm
just putting it out.
I'm well aware, bro.
We got lots to do. I reached out to the Yankees today because there are a couple people on Twitter, like legitimate baseball. I wouldn't say insiders, Evan, but people who have legitimate media jobs that do cover baseball. And 3 or 4 of them, independent of one another, put out that right now it is down to re-signing with the Braves or signing with the Yankees in regards to Freddie Freeman. So I have no inside information on it at all, but I figured that I would at least put a call in. So I did call the Yankees today. I did not hear back yet, but enough people are saying that. That's the rhetoric, at least coming from, I assume, Freddie's agent to try to get a better deal, maybe even to stay in Atlanta.
Well, it sounds like the
but
market for Freddie Freeman is down to the Braves, the Yankees, and maybe the Dodgers, and that's it. And if the Braves haven't signed him yet prior to the lockout, and I remember saying this at the time, the longer that went on, you wondered their commitment to bringing him back long term. The Yankees have a legitimate chance here. Now, you got to ask yourself a question, Mr. Yankee fan, Big Mac, and every other Yankee fan listening. Do you want to do it? Like, are you ready to go 5 years for 32-year-old Freddie Freeman?
I think Yankee fans are going to say yes, hoping you get 3 good ones out of
Yes,
him.
I would too. I gave it a lot of thought.
Yeah.
I would too. I would take that
I
risk.
think it's a major upgrade short term.
And he's a leader.
Yeah.
He's a left-handed bat. He's a Gold Glove caliber first baseman.
Yeah.
He hasn't shown signs of decline. He goes out and plays just about every day. It's a risk worth taking.
Yeah, I agree 100%. If you can get Freddie Freeman, you go get him. I'm not worried about year 5 of the deal, year 6 if they win 6. You have 3 years to try to win a championship.
There is a breaking Yankee news story that is scary as hell. Miguel Andujar, who I know you're aware of, had a big year a couple years ago.
Yeah.
According to reports, was beaten up, was assaulted and robbed at gunpoint
Really?
in the Dominican Republic on Wednesday.
Sounds like such a fun place to visit.
Oh, yeah. The report from ESPN to Port this says he had a $7,000 watch stolen and that 3 bullets were fired.
Wow.
Andahar wasn't shot, was beaten, though, and right now apparently is in the hospital.
All right. Well, obviously you hope he's okay, and you hope he had nothing to do with it other than he was just an innocent victim. I tell you, I went to the Dominican once. I'll never forget driving out to the place we stayed at. They said there was a news story, and the news story was that there was a rash of I guess, robbers who purposely caused traffic accidents. And then when you got in an accident, they were hoping you got hurt. And they would come over to your car, and they would loot your body.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That was the scam they were pulling. Jeez. Get into a car accident.
Right.
You're laying out there bleeding from multiple injuries, and they would literally, rip the
scavenger you.
Yeah, scavenger you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. Like Simba in The Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not Simba because Simba's the hero.
Simba's the hero. I watched it this morning.
Simba's
actually.
uncle, though. Yeah.
Have you ever watched the real live action version of Lion King?
I can't say that I did, but I bet it's pretty good.
Oh, my kids love it.
Yeah.
Came out
they
a couple
like it more
years ago.
than the original.
Yes.
Because we watched the real action Aladdin, and it was not as good as the original.
It wasn't as good as the original. I agree. I liked it, but it wasn't as good as the original's a classic, man.
Yeah, but you thought, hey,
Aladdin.
it's Will Smith. Hey, he's playing the Robin Williams part. He's the genie.
Pound for pound, Aladdin is the greatest Disney movie ever created. So.
I disagree with that, but we can argue that for another day.